Hello, Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? So, in today's discussion, I'll discuss about the concurrent political issues and the socio-economic issues of Bangladesh. Very recently, from Bangladesh, our honorable member of the parliament, Hassanat Abdullah, who was directly led by NCP National Citizen Party, and another party leader, Sadiq Khan, went to Oxford Union or the Oxford affiliated union to comment on a specific thing about the July Revolution. You know that in the year 2025, 2024, 5th August, our former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has gone. So, in that perspective, the new government has came and they already made a very good government policy for Bangladesh. So, in the new Bangladesh, Hassanat and Sharjis went to Oxford Union, and most of the political philanthropists and the political leaders they have commented on the journey of Hassanat Abdullah and Sarjis Alam. I'll not go through the debate of they actually invited from the Oxford University or not, but it's not my matter of concern that the concern is that these boys went to Oxford University affiliated Oxford Union and they have commented on different types of political issues, social issues, or the ideological issues of Bangladesh. So my question is that this is the not problem of Hasanat and Sharjis, but problem is for ourselves. So it's not a very big deal to comment on a specific thing, to comment on a specific region, in a specific territory, in Oxford Union, in Princeton University, or in Harvard University. But we the people are so much interested on the backbiting. For this region, we have no interest to another people's well-being, another people's support. So from this perspective, I can easily say that Bangladeshi people they have lots of problems, egoistic problems, social problems, cultural problems, and political problems. So in the political conscience, the political leaders think that they have to comment against another political leader's opinion, another political leader's question, even another political leader's opinion also. So it is not true in the conscience of the democratic country, all the parties they can contribute on the social policy and the national policy in Bangladesh. But Bangladesh's problem is that we have not informed this matter to our common goal. We actually think individually and do individually. For these regions, most of the problems has been arised in our common perspective and the common conscience. So to get rid of from this problem, we have to take our strategy of the political behavior and the political context, because you know that the political context or the political behavior is not changed radically. You have to take some strategies, you have to take some effective strategies. For these regions, people will be more motivated, people will be educated, even people will give up from the uh, practiced culture and evaluation program. For example, we have behavior problem in our political gesture that I have already mentioned in my previous lectures, that Bangladeshi people they are not able to contribute on the development on the political concerns and the political interest, or more even they are not aware about this development of himself or herself. Because in the political conscience or the political ideology, it is most important you have to make a basic development of your political gesture, political context, or the political education. Otherwise you will be irrelevant in your political capacity. So most of the people in Bangladesh they directly made their comment against Hassanat Abdullah and Sarjis Alam, that mentioning that they are not invited and they went there with their own men. So if the person Hassan Abdullah or Sadiq Kaum went to this program with their own money, there is no problem, because this is the his whose program or the individual program. Basically, you have to remind that Oxford is a very good university. It has lots of institutions, lots of social institutions. So in that perspective, it can affiliate a huge amount of program. For example, I was from University of Chittagong. So in my University of Chittagong, there are 3 or 4 organizations, biggest national organizations, as means there are Chittagong University School of Debate, Chittagong University Debating Society, Chittagong University Photography Society, even Chittagong University Higher Studies Society. So one of the political thinkers is invited from Chittagong University Debating Society. It doesn't mean he is not invited from the University of Chittagong, because on part of our university, on part of our clerical question or the clerical means invited the persons to say something about our philosophy, about our ideological issues, about our political issues in a symposium. So this is not a very big issues, but the big issues only for the uneducated, illiterate political people in Bangladesh. So we have to change our political behavior only for three things. The first thing is that this is the day of upgradation. So right now we are following the conventional way of political recreation, conventional way of political citation. Even we directly follow the political convention that is reflect the previous political concerns and the context. So in that strategy, we have to more update. We have to upgrade our invitation, upgrade our behavior, so that will give us the extra strength in the political concerns, in the democratic concerns, or it will be so much effective for our very good realization over the political matters and the politics. The second reason is that Hassanat is a very good parliamentarian. Even in the previous time, he has commented on lots of issues, current issues, ongoing issues. Even Sadiq Khan was the well-known figure from the Jamaat Islam or Satro Shibir. So this is not my problem. The problem is that any political parties, wing any political parties affiliated group, for example, Satro League also, they can take part in any kind of international seminar, international conventional activities, international symposium. So we have to celebrate the steps of post. We have to celebrate the steps of activities as they reflect the Bangladeshi community in front of the foreign people, in front of the foreign investor. So this is our credibility, this is our success. But rather doing this, we are practicing a very bad thing. We are practicing the nullified activities. We are practicing the backbiting. So backbiting will never give you a very good thing. Rather, it will give you some unethical activities, illegal activities, and unprofessional activities as a political philanthropist in Bangladesh. So having lots of problems in the behavioral issues of the political leaders in Bangladesh. Still, I believe that they will overcome from these issues not only for the development of those political leaders, but also for the development of our own people, our common people, because Bangladesh is in the year of 1940 or 1950, but you have to remind this is 2026, and you have to marginalize all of your political concerns or political context in the year of 2026. So it actually share a very good political behavior or the political thing right now. So I'm not the political expert or the political philanthropist, but I think that as a new normal common behavior, we have to think up over this matter, because 90% of our political leaders, they are politically literate. So for these reasons, the political groups of Bangladesh, the political leaders in Bangladesh, they can take some authentic strategies to overlap from these problems. The first reason is that they can make sure the professional workshop program for the tertiary political leaders. By this way, they will be more updated. They will get the more information on the political issues related to the international matter and the national matter. The second reason is that we have to change the way of our democracy, not only for our own development, but the development of our common context, but the development of our ideological context, even but for the development of our social context. The third thing is that we believe that we are following the democracy, but in the common context or in the common conscience, we are not following the issues of democracy. We are following the individual democracy, rather following the collective democracy in Bangladesh. So either my question can be different on that issue, or it can be relevant on the democracy issue, but it is 100% true that we are not directly follow the crystal and clearly the real principles, the core principles of democratic movement or the democratic policy. Because in democracy, you have to respect your political opponent, you have to respect your political affiliators, even you have to respect your political leadership. So do you think that Bangladeshi political leaders, they are concerned about this matter? We have been emphasized in this criteria, whether they are not concerned about their political history, political ideology, or the political individual egoistic problem. So how you can differ a very good political context in that matter? So it is not possible nor desirable to change everything radically, but we can take our time. we can take a very good recommendation program focusing on our individual political group who will interpret the political context or the political conscience throughout their activities. For example, most of the political opponent, they directly or indirectly say something against our government in social media or in newspaper. So it is actually not true. There is a very good way, there is a very unique way to criticize the government, and even this is the duty of the government to hear the saying of the common people, because by this way he will get the more motivation for extracting a very good governance through the political aspect in Bangladesh. So still I believe that Bangladesh in a proposition of vindictive politics, whether there are no room for political behavior or the political room, but in the future time it can be directly possible for the Bangladeshi government or the Bangladeshi opponent to establish these types of matter regardless of hundreds of problem in this regard. So having lots of political issues, social issues, or much more credible issues, I think that the strategy will be changed in the future time. So we had been practicing these types of mnemonic political culture and the political evolution since 1990. Whenever former Prime Minister Begum Khaleda Zia, who was in power in the year 1990, and aftermath, I think that whenever the political issues turn into presidential form of democracy to parliamentarian form of democracy, in that time whole types of political behavior has been changed radically. So it is not true for the common leaders to change all of their behavior radically, because you are not the young generation, you are definitely smart people, you have enough experience, even you can utilize everything after observing the political context of Bangladesh. So never interpret the political things normally or rationally, because you have the right to say something against your political leaders, but definitely it have to politely, not like that, not like vindictively, not like agitatedly. That will reduce your symptoms, reduce your personality throughout your activities. So politics is literally a very big game. In this game, only those people will win who has capability, who has capacity, even who can interpret all the things positively and rationally. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.